Gullah Gyal in the building, darling. So I'm sitting here and I was thinking about that quote that says, "It's lonely at the top." And you know how you hear something and you hear it at one point in your life and then you hear it at another point in your life and you understand a deeper aspect of it. And that's one of those quotes. I understand it at a different level now, where they said it's lonely at the top. Because when you are striving for something, like, for example, I'm striving for something. I am striving for some goals in my life. There's things that I want to do. There's a vision that I have that I'm creating. And I ain't gonna stop, okay? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep this fire burning within me. This passion of energy just keep burning within me. And the more that I keep going, the more that I keep growing within myself, within my spirit, within my mind, within my body, in a good way, the more I really understand that saying, because just recently I have been starting to create space in my life from things that I feel are giving me either resistance or a clash. And at first I was holding on to certain energies, trying to just maintain connections with people and certain environments. And then I got to a point where I was like, no, I got to create some space. And so I've been creating a lot of space from people and things, etc. And honestly, it's brought me closer to myself and brought me closer to my dreams and my visions and what I've been creating for the last 10 years. And I realized that throughout the years that I have been trying to hold on to certain people and situations, I was like not feeling well. I wasn't focused on the right things, and I wasn't really growing as much. Although I always grow, but I wasn't growing, I guess, in the right aspect that I should have been. For example, in the end of 2019, I teamed up with a really wonderful woman who opened a dance studio. And I thought it was so cool to be a part of this, to help open it. And I was like, heck yeah, I'm working in the gyms, and it'll be cool to have something that I can help build and it can become my own. But over time, she had been manifesting this studio for years, just like we all manifest our dreams. She has been manifesting a studio, and she just needed somebody to help boost her energy to finally get it going. She needed that ultimate just boost, and I was the boost. Apparently, I was the person that helped motivate her even more to finally get it established. But she already had everything for it. She already had the business name. She already had the bank account. She already had the business credit. Like, she already had everything that she needed for the business in her name. So I'm here trying to help her build her dream, thinking that we was going to help build together. But over time, I started to see, wait, this is not even mine. Nobody's even taking me seriously, because they obviously see, and the energetic aspect of it, they obviously see that it's yours. Like, you're the owner. And people aren't taking me seriously as an owner because they know that this ain't hers. This is hers. And I'm sitting here like, trying to hold on because we were so excited about it together. I gave her a lot of intellectual property, a lot of ideas that we bounced off each other. And so it was hard for me to kind of walk away from that, because I put so much of my energy into that. I was really attached to that place. And then over time, she started manifesting her clients, her soul tribe. And that's when I really realized, oh no, these ain't my people. These are your people. My people aren't coming here because this is not my thing. This is not the people. This is not my soulmate tribe. This is not my tribe that's coming in. It's her tribe. And we're clashing energies. And it took for her to have this one particular member that came to her studio, that she was a cool person, but it was just her energy. Like, she wasn't a bad person, but her energy clashed too much with mine. And it wasn't like negative, but it was certain things that I'm not going to go into on this video. It just clashed. It just period clashed. I was like, we cannot operate in the same space, and I cannot operate in the space that I want to in this place. And so I had to make a tough decision to say, I have to walk away. I have to create space from this place, because I'm not going to grow. And the reason why I couldn't grow, because a lot of the women that were coming in, a lot of the people that are coming in were already very successful. They had their own house, really had all that they needed. They were getting money. A lot of them were retired, so they were getting retirement checks, including the lady who opened the place, the members coming in. So they were already kind of getting that. Where I'm this young female. I don't have a retirement check coming in. I don't have that type of consistent income coming in. I'm working on having my own home, my own house. You know what I mean? But I didn't have it there. So I couldn't grow, and they couldn't see me as someone who could bring value to the place because they were already grown to an aspect. So they weren't open to receive what I could give. And I was like, I have to leave. And so I left, and I said, it's time for me to grow within myself and go and get my own thing going so that I can start attracting who I need in my business. So it wasn't anything negative, but I saw that sometimes we try to hold on to other people and situations, and this can be in relationships, it can be family, it can be whatever. But if it's clashing with your energy, you have to keep moving, and you cannot be afraid to be alone. And I was just telling myself today, I was like, you know what? My biggest fear when I was young, like in my 20s, my biggest fear was to be alone. I didn't want to be single for the rest of my life. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be, that's like my biggest fear, is to be single for the rest of my life. And so it caused me to even attach to relationships and, no, wait. Let me rephrase that. It caused me to attach to situationships that weren't growing, but because me and this person was cool, me and this person was like, okay, we're friends, and I like you more than a friend. He's like, well, I like you more than a friend too, but he ain't making the necessary moves to make it grow. So I had to finally accept myself within myself to say I had to let this go too. I had to create some space because it's not giving me that what in which I need, that romance, that commitment, just that king energy for this queen. He wasn't who I needed, and I had to let him go too. I had to create this space. And ever since I started creating this space, I started finding more me, more love for me. And I was like, you know what? I no longer fear being alone, because I know what I want. And I finally can sit here and I can look myself in the eyes and I can say, I will die alone before I settle. I'm going to either I get what I want or I'll die alone. Because guess what? I'm not going to stop achieving my dreams. And if I feel like anything is pulling me or taking me off track, off balance within my spirit, within my emotions, within any aspect of myself, my body, then, because I wasn't really working now as much when the studio came, and when I was in this situation, I wasn't really going hard in my workouts. I was falling off. But when I let those things go, I was back on. So that's how I knew when to let go. And I said, I'm not afraid to be alone. If it's lonely at the top, then at least I will be in the right direction into where I'm headed. Because guess what? It doesn't have to be lonely at the top when you can bring people up with you. But initially, the journey is sometimes you have to walk alone. And you have to make it to the top alone, but that don't mean you have to stay alone. You bring people up with you. And I don't know, I was just thinking that. I was like, I'm just so happy that I created this space within myself, because I see the difference in my life. I see the difference in my spirit. Like, I just came from the gym. I feel good, darling. And I said, I'm going to keep that up. It felt so good. I wasn't worried about who was around me. I was just worried about myself in that moment. And it just felt really good. And I was just, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I made that decision. And I had the courage to step outside of these situations and trusting that the universe is going to conform to my needs, okay? I'm becoming a better mother. I'm becoming a better woman. I'm becoming a better business person. And I'm becoming a better spiritual person. I'm becoming a better daughter. I'm becoming a better everything, because I had to create space. I could no longer let these outside influences influence me. I had to find the influencing within myself. And that's why I'm really big on self-love and really honoring the spirit within. So that's why I always say, don't look for yourself in this world. Look for the world within you, and you bring that to life. Gullah Gyal, and I'm out.